Good morning, y'all. We're on Jordan Lake. We're gonna try to do a crankbait, a crappie crankbait video. Pretty windy out here, so I figure it's a good way to fish this. This is something I really like to do. I used to do it a lot because you catch fish doing it. I mean, you catch a whole lot of fish. I'm gonna be dragging a few different crankbaits. One of them, Bandit 300. I got one out already in a citrus color. We got this one is in a I think they call it a perch color or whatever. It's a pretty hot color. What I do, I just use bass rods. I don't have all the big fancy long rods people use for capture trolling. I just use the same bass fishing stuff I've been using for years. I just make a long cast out, and I'll start right there. I kind of throw it off the side and let it work behind the boat while I rig another one up. Let me get another rod out. Like I said, I'll mix them up. I got a couple Bandit 300s out already. This is just a Bomber Model A. Most people don't throw one that big for crappie, but we kill them on it. We were here the other day, and this particular bait's the main one we caught them on. That don't mean they'll be on today. Like I said, this is just this old bass. I got this is old, probably a 30-year-old lightning shock rod, a Calcutta 100 reel. The same stuff when I was bass fishing I used. Same thing. I just do a cast. I'm gonna let that one kind of peel off a little bit. The reason I think I like these Bandit 300s, I hadn't used these a lot. I got the little Strike King. Those little Strike Kings, I use those. They're a little shallower water. And I've used these Model A's. They're kind of mid depth, and these Bandit 300s, they'll get down about 15 feet, depending on how far back I've used. I use 10-pound line. Reason I like these, my favorite bait of all time is right there. That's a Rebel We Are. But they don't make them anymore. And I hate to throw them because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose them. I got a bunch of them, but I don't want to lose them. But it's about the same size and about the same, got a little bit more on the Bandit. But anyway, I'm hoping the Bandit does as good as the Rebel for me. That's just something, this is something we can do. You about always guaranteed something. Bass, a crappie, a white perch, or something. And it's too windy to fish any other way, so we're gonna give it a shot. I know I did a lot of talking, but sometimes I get to talking, I just talk. We'll see what we do today. Will you record this fish coming in? Has it? All right. Well, we got one. We got one. Don't know what we got. Oh, it's a crappie. That's what I wanted. Oh, a nice little old keeper crappie. They caught him on that perch color. So, it's the first one. I don't know how big he is. Let's see. Let's just see. I can probably check him right here, see if he's 10, can I? Yeah, he's 10. I don't keep them for less than 10 inches. I'm gonna keep a few for 10. So that's the first one. The first one in the boat.
Put it back down?
No, just wind him on in. Crank him when you get him. Just go ahead and crank him up. Yeah, you got another crappie. I always tell the crappie because they'll come to the top. A bass or something might start digging. You gotta let your woman wind them in, y'all. You're gonna fish with me. She got to be part of it. Just lift him up. We're not going to worry about netting him. Just send him around there to me. Okay, well, that's right. All right, we're right in the sun, but let me get around on the other side. That'd make a better picture. All right, that's crappie fishing with a crankbait. Let's see if we can't get another. Okay, if you do this, anytime you reel one in, I take the outside Move it to the inside. That's how you keep your lines from tangling. Just kind of throw out beside the boat, and then I'll let it go out, as far as I want to. But that's how you keep your lines tangling. Just keep moving from the outside in. Every time you have to move, every time you have to reel a rod in. Thank you. Look at all them fish. I figure every rod be going down. They're back here fishing. They're doing their thing. I am rolling, what you see there, 1.3 miles an hour. You got the video going? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's net him since I got that crankbait on there. He ain't really big enough to worry about the net, but I don't want to lose my crankbait. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. You liable to catch anything out here doing this. Come on, that Model A. Citrus Model A, If I'm stuttering, it's because I'm getting kind of close to the bank. Let's fix this right now. Stop and fix this course right now. If you, show them where we're kind of, the channel runs right along the bank. So I gotta be real careful. But yeah, we caught a nice little channel cat.
Couple of crappie.
You liable to catch, yeah, caught a couple crappies, little channel cat so far. So you liable to catch anything out here. That's two on this Model A's. One crappie and one catfish. What I'm saying, y'all, don't be afraid to throw a Model A. A little bit bigger. Out here, they're post-spawn, so I mean, they'll hit it. They're hungry. They come off the beds. I don't know when, but I mean, we're in the middle of May. May still be a few on the bed, but I doubt it. But I know one thing, I got a mess. You have to be about a nut out here fishing in this wind we're in today. I tell you, I know that, but I wanted to go fishing. I was off work. I don't get off work a whole lot. I'm off work this week, so I went fishing. I gotta hook him up. I'm gonna show y'all a little tip. I don't know, a lot of people don't like using spinning rods, but if you use a spinning rod and you need to get line out, if you clip this bail, the line will just fall out, see us start in a circle. Just loosen your drag, and you can pull the line out and do whatever you got to work you got to do, and then tighten the drag back up. And it'll save you a lot of headaches. That's all I was going to show you. All right, y'all, we're still trying. We ain't giving up yet, but this wind just blew up out of nowhere. I think the weather gusser got the wind wrong, as always. So I ain't giving up though. I'm gonna go up here and there's a creek. Maybe I can get out of the wind a little bit. If not, we're gonna have to go put it on the trailer. I can't sit out here in this. I mean, it's starting to come over the front of the boat. So I asked Rita to record a little bit. This is just the reality. This is just fishing the way it is, especially on Jordan Lake. It's like I turn into a wind tunnel on you in a heartbeat. It's just known for it. 10 minutes ago, I would have told you the wind was calming down. 10 minutes ago, I'd have told you a lie, because it's not calming down. Well, y'all, we made it back in the creek. It's a lot better back here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get the troll out there. Of course, everybody's come back here. We all got the same idea. We all want to get out the wind and fish. So I am gonna try for a minute. I can't not seem to stay on course with my iPalette for some reason, so I might get some more drive it. Anyway, I am gonna drag down through here. There are a bunch of fish in here. I'll mark them coming in, so maybe we'll catch one, maybe we won't. We're gonna give it a try. Whoa, might get me falling in the water. That might be good for views. All right. It's still windy, but it's not blowing like it was. When we got back in that creek, we didn't do any good, but it was too small for, you know, for everybody. And here I am trying to troll, so I just come on back out here. Just gonna show how I set the rig out again. I'll say I am. I'm just throwing them out as far as I can. And then I'm gonna have to sit down. My sea legs ain't working too good with all these waves. Then I'll go back and readjust them. In other words, I'll flip the bails while we're dragging. We're still dragging 1.2 miles an hour straight into the wind. But that way I'm not trying to do everything at one time. I'll throw them out there and I'll let them get settled. Then I'll start letting line out till I get them where I feel like it's, you know, 100 feet or so back, 80 or 100 feet. There's calculators and things you can get, but like that's a good long cast. I'll probably let that and ride right there. I got two little crappie jigs, and then I just got a bigger weight. That's probably a 1 ounce weight. And I just drop it right off the back of the boat. And you'd be surprised, sometimes they'll hit those crappie jigs when they won't hit these crankbaits and vice versa. And they don't get in the way because it's almost straight down. I can make it straight down if I want to with a little bit more weight, but I don't. But I'll just let that ride, and I hadn't caught anything on today, but a lot of times we'll pick up just as many doing that as we do with the crankbait, or sometimes more. So I'm gonna get this other rod out. We got a course set straight into the wind, and where I am, if you're familiar with Jordan Lake, right here's the point, there's the dam right behind us. That's where the two rivers come together. I mean, this is a hot spot, especially for hybrids and, well, stripers nowadays used to be hybrids. So I feel pretty good about it. We can still catch some fish. I mean, it's still really windy, as you know, but I guess I say it over and over maybe to go away. Come on up here and get him, girl. He hit hard. I don't believe it was a crappie. I believe it was catfish or something along them lines. We don't care. We are just fishing, and here's a fish. That makes this officially what we set out for.
It's wet.
Yeah, kind of, if you can, kind of lean the rod over to the left. There you go. Yep. You're doing good.
We're okay.
Tell me when he gets in sight and I'll come run over the net. Okay. Yep, Mr. Catfish. He's on that Model A too. Again. He like that Model A. And I'll hand him right back to you.
Got laid up against it.
They love that little crankbait. That is the Model A in the citrus color. Here you go. You want to hold it?
Oh, you can put him back.
Okay.
He's good.
All right. All right, that's gonna do it for this one. The trolling motor battery went dead. I forgot to charge it last night. We worked it real hard yesterday and today, and it just started slowing down. It couldn't keep up. And in all this wind, that's just dangerous. I'm gonna leave. We wound up with 2 crappie and 2 catfish, trolling crankbaits, and that's how it is, trolling crankbaits. You're liable to catch anything. That's why I like it. We'll probably try it again tomorrow, but as far as this one goes, that's it for this. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.